today's satsang we discuss on the chapter of Himalayan journey part 2. So in this chapter let's recall because it's too long, no? So too long we did not rest this book, okay? And so let's recall what all incidents happened while traveling to Himalaya when Swami Ramdas Guru and Ram Kinkar got the experience, okay? Got experience, okay? So today's satsang, let's recall what are the things incidents shared by Swami Ramdas Guru. What are the massive attacks and then massive attack on the consciousness and become consciousness by Swami Ramdas Guru and the Ram Kinkar, okay? So what happened means when Swami Ramdas Guru, Swamiji went to Ram Kinkar, went to Himalayas, okay, top of the Himalayas by walk, okay. Swami Ramdas Guru walked fastly because Swami Ramdas Guru did not feel any thirsty and he always, Swami Ramdas Guru always saying Ram, 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 Ram in lips of tongue, okay. So whereas the Ram Kinkar felt very tired, his legs were very paining, okay, very paining. So what happened means here? So while traveling to the Himalayas, Swami Ramdas Guru saw a natural thing that was amazed. That will all be discussed, okay? Such as rushing downhill, then foliage and trees, so that and all. So even, for example, if I am going to Kashi and tomorrow, if I am first traveling to Kashi, I was really amazed and happy because Kashi I did not went many times. First time I'm going. So for the first time going, if you see any outside things newly, you feel a very amazed thing, okay? And share that experience to others, okay? Yeah, in Kashi, these are the things I saw. So it's a very wonderful. That is the same way Swami Ramdas Guru experience, not experience, okay? Then what happened means Swami Ramdas Guru always walked fast and he feels some thirsty. But that time also he drank Ram Ram. The Ram Ram is the water of the Swami Ramdas Guru. Because Swami Ramdas Guru did not drink water and that. Always he says Ram, Ram, Ram. That is a satisfying thirstiness of his, okay. Then what happened means, let's see, what are the things happen means, so at last they are all reached the mountains and nearly Rishikesh I think so, Rishikesh or some other place I think, one thing. Yeah. So mountains and that very looks enchanting. That's why Swami Ramdas Guru felt magnificent visions and all that we all discussed in previous time. Then what happened means Swami Ramdas Guru walking at high speed. Then but during that time Ram Kinkar was not able to like that, okay. He felt some pain, okay, pain and not. He felt some pain. So what happened means while walking speed of Swami Ramdas Guru and Ram Kinkar, so they reach a different direction, okay. For example, so if I am walking in a speed means some other person walking slow means I reach in one direction and another person reach another direction. So what happened means Swami Ramdas Guru reached at one direction, Ram Kinkar reached at another direction. So they never came along with that, okay. So but in some destination reach, they all met together, okay. went to go to the Dhyana, we discuss, okay, shortly we say, okay. Then what happened means, so and then there is a small story and all we discuss in this chapter, okay. So and the small as well there, so in that very common types are there, ill types are there. In that that many sadhus are living, so that we are all discussing previous attempt. So these are the things happen in the Himalayan journey. So then the girl was about 16 years, okay. So that's how we discussed, okay. When he climbed from the mountain, yeah, returned down, Swami Amdas Guru keep on watching what the girl has faced, okay. So at last some incidents, okay. So once the girl was in hurdle to reach down, that time that girl also that girl also had the devotee of Ram. That time also the girl always chants Ram Ram Ram. So the girl watch, sorry, the Swami Amnar Guru keenly watch and pray to God. Okay. Oh Ram, please help that girl to save the job down. So in that moment one person came and saved the girl to reach the down. So that another thing we discuss in this chapter. So now we and the remaining three chapters and three paragraphs is here. So in that the chapter is over. Okay. So next we will see the Himalayan journey thing. Okay. The other was the cast of an old woman who gave up her body. So in previous time, when that woman was in danger mode, God helped, okay, God helped. So next incident, the same way happened. Okay, let's see what other incident. The other was the case of an old woman who gave up her body in the basket in which she was being carried by sturdy mountaineer who was specially engaged for the purpose. Okay. So there was an old woman is that, okay. Old woman so which she was okay. So there was an old woman. He was carrying her body. I don't know whether the body is alive or not, okay. But what happened means for the purpose they carry their body, okay, bodies of the shells, okay. At a certain in the journey, this carrier will lower down his burden for relief. And the last time we did so, it happened to near a place where Ramkinkar and the Swami Amdas Guru was by resting on the roadside. So all this incident happened. The old woman was carrying her body now. I think of her body in the the woman is carrying the old woman body, okay, old woman body, which she was being carried by sturdy. So the sturdy mountaineer was carrying the old woman in the basket, okay, okay, for a special purpose, okay. But what happened means, this carrier will lower down his burden for relief. And so the sturdy mountaineer was feel some burden because he can the sturdy mountaineer carrying the old woman in the basket, no. So what we can say, no, which means there is one stick is there, okay. There is one in the old woman was sitting, okay. The person is carrying, so there is some burden happen, okay. Burden things have happened, okay. So this incident was happened where Ramkinkar and Swami Amdas Guru was sleeping on the roadside, okay, resting on the roadside. The bear, as usual with him, lowered the basket on a rock and asked the old mother to step out of the basket for some time. Oh, okay. Now understand. So in those days and And those who are not able to walk, old woman or any other person, the person will carry that old woman or old age person in the basket, okay, like go if you do that, the other person are sitting, they will carry, okay, they will carry and some mountain and I'll feel some burden because they are carrying the person now. So in that way, I will feel okay. Basket on it, ask the mother to step out of the basket for some time. But receiving no reply. The ill man breathed into the basket and a cry of surprise and pain started from him. Okay. So, what happened means the person was carrying the basket in the volume, he feels some pain, okay. So he requested that person to lower down, okay, which means he kept down, okay, lower down the basket. And asked the old mother to step out. But what happened means, sometimes we requested the old mother to step down, okay, step down of the basket. But no reply was received by him. The ill man, what happened means, the ill man was peeved and he cried a lot because he felt some pain now while traveling from the Himalayas. He felt the pain. So the ill man was cried very shortly. The poor woman is gone. He exclaimed, "Oh Ram, the evil is done." Then walking higher and higher, Swami Amdas Guruji and his kind guide eventually reached the Kedarnath. This was indeed a grand place. It was plain land in the midst of high towering mountains covered with snow. The cold air was extremely severe. O Ram, thy kindness to thy slave was so great that thou orders to make him along proof against God. Okay, finally Swami Amdas Guruji reached the Kedarnath. In that Kedarnath, what happened means, the mountains are covered with snow, okay? The mountains are covered with snow, the cold was very extremely, okay? And so that's why Swami Ramdas Guruji expressed to them, O Ram, thy kindness, thy loveness, thy slave was so great that thou orders to make him almost proof against God. Okay. So what Swami Ramdas Guruji expressed means, so the cold was severe. How can we handle this situation in the Kedarnath? So please help Ram. So that's why Swami Ramdas Guruji expressed now. Okay. While what happened means, after the ill man people and cried means, the poor woman was gone out of the basket. So that's why Swami Ramdas Guruji explained. Okay. I explain for Ram. Thy will is done. Then walking. So that's why Swami Ramdas Guruji explained. Okay. So these are the things happen in the Himalayan journey part 2. Okay. So then let's see the Himalayan journey part 3. What happened? So in Kedarnath, in the chapter is called Himalayan journey part 3. Part 3. In the Kedarnath, Swami Ramdas Guruji performed the most difficult feat, all by Ram's skills. So in this chapter, what happened means, there are various hill steps, stones are there, okay. Himalayas are there, okay. So in that, somebody says don't go means, so I'm not going to immediately go. And we will laugh from this, okay. That's why you are asking, okay. In Kedarnath, Swami Ramdas Guruji performed the most difficult with all by Ram's case. He ascended one of the 7 high rocks covered with snow, of course. Ram Kinkar followed him. While going up, they had to do so by holding the rough grass and that grew in the hill. It was a steep ascent. for nearly half of the way, Ramkinkar accompanied him. And then he refused to go ahead of with Swami Ramdas Guruji, both on account of cold and daily of slipping down. Meanwhile, Swami Ramdas Guruji, who was surrendered himself into the hands of Ram, mounted higher and higher until he reached the summit of the hill. Okay, so what happened means, finally they reached Kerala. Okay, in the Kerala there are many severe cold is there. Okay, severe cold is there. Swami Ramdas Guruji, most difficult fit. Okay, so he always have a courage and confidence to travel. Even though the difficulties, he never realized that, oh, it's so difficult. It's so difficult. Hence we return back to we must return back to the normal. We must return back to the home journey. Okay. So that's from Ramdas Guru never realized that. So whatever difficult path is there, Swami Ramdas Guruji with the grace of Lord Ram and the strength of Lord Ram, Swami Ramdas Guruji immediately traveled. Okay, that's what it happened. In Kerala, Swami Ramdas Guruji performed there most difficult feat. Okay, so in Kerala there was a difficult feat there. Okay, so everybody was not able to go because due to some other reason, everybody was not able to go. So due to some other reason, Swami Ramdas Guruji performed a great difficult feat. Okay, he ascended one of the surrounding islands covered with snow. Okay, at last Swami Ramdas Guruji reached the snow which was covered with snow. Okay, of course Ramkinkar followed him. Ramkinkar also followed him. But what happened means, while going up, they had to do so by holding the gas and go on the hill. Okay, so while going up and up, there was a grass is there. Okay, so in that grass also Swami Ramdas Guruji and Ramkinkar walked. Okay. It was a steep ascent. For nearly half of the way, Ramkinkar accompanied him, and then he refused to go again up and Swami Ramdas Guruji. Okay, the path was very steep, but till the time Swami Ramkinkar accompanied to Swami Ramdas Guruji. But what happened means, when the steep got deeper and deeper high, it was dangerous to walk. No, so Ramkinkar refused and not to go accompanied with Swami Ramdas Guruji. But he told the Swami Ramdas Guruji that Maharaj, I felt really paining in my leg. So I want to take rest. So it was a deep sleep. I am not able to walk. So kindly accept not to accompany with Swami Ramdas Guruji, said by Swami Ramkinkar. Okay. Immediately what Swami Ramdas Guruji said, okay, I will go. Maharaj, it is a deep step, Maharaj. How will you go, Maharaj? Don't go, it's a dangerous steep. Swami Ramdas Guruji simply said, what that means? Okay, don't worry. Ram is there. Ram will guide to reach on the step. Okay, Maharaj. These are the conversation. Okay, conversation may happened in this Himalayan journey party may happen. So that's why conversation I explain. Okay. Meanwhile, Swami Ramdas Guruji, who was surrendered him to answer from mounted higher and higher until they reached the summit of the hill and touched this narrow conical peak. Finally, Swami Ramdas Guruji reached the highest point of the Himalayas. Okay. As he touched the top, she gave a cry of triumph in the name of Sri Ram. Okay. So once he reached the high top hills of the once Swami Ramdas Guruji reached high top hills, he gave a name, okay, and he chanted the name Sri Ram, okay, saying thanks for the victory to Lord Ram, okay. That's why Swami Amdas Godi said, and Sri Ram. He added at the top of his voice, Om Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Ram. So in that top of the hill, what happened means he chanted the Nama Om Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Ram. Okay. O Ram, what a glorious being the word. Okay. So that's why some are not really expressed. Now a descent was most perilous. An unguarded step for a slip meant they had to long fall on a certain destruction of the body. However, when Ram gates there is a fear, what danger cannot be faced boldly. He slowly kept down, slipped down the hill. While doing so, it began to rain with solid globes of snow. He had ascended without any warm clothing, but by Ram gaze for felt neither cold nor fear at last. So Lord Ram brought him safely to the base of the rock. What is this? What is? Yeah, in this incident I wanted to compare him. Okay. So what happened means, so the path was very fear. Okay, the path was very dangerous and not able to go down. Okay, not able to come out safely. Okay, but Swami Amdas Godi finally went down the top of the hill. But while coming down, the path was very dangerous. Don't know whether falls, even though we may also fall down, that may not happen. But what happened means, but the snow was very heavy in that part, okay. So, but what happened to Swami Amdas Guru means, due to long case, Swami Amdas Guru brought him safely back to the down to the rock, okay, rock place, okay. So this incident is compared to my life incident, okay. So what happened means the same incident, not same incident, related to the incident I will tell, okay. So when I went to Tiruvannamalai 2 or 3 years back, that time I was stayed in the Ramana Ashram, okay. Ramana Ashram, I love Ramana Ashram very much. So that time I heard that the Skanda Ashram is there, okay. Okay, we will visit again, we will visit, want to visit Skanda Ashram. So first time when I went to Skanda Ashram, so I went lonely because I am not able to walk. The path of this Skanda Ashram was very not like a road, no, because the path of this Skanda Ashram was only step by step, okay. So what happened means when I went lonely first time initially, what happened means when I went, I reached the off of the step, okay. With lonely stick I walked, okay. But until I reach of this Ashram, because that's on the top of the hill, that time I want the help for somebody for my walk to reach the Ashram. So what I did means, okay, I am waiting, okay, nearly half I reach it, okay, nearly initially step I reach that part, okay. So in that part what happened means, one person came, okay. One unknown person came, okay. I don't know what is his name, okay. Because 2-3 years, first time experience of going Skanda Ashram I'm explaining, okay. So what happened means that person came, okay. He took he touched my hands and safely while walking and while going and coming also. while going it was very easy. I didn't even fell down on that. Okay. While going I didn't fell down. Okay. Fell down and finally did Skandasam and I did meditation and that. Okay. After reaching, after coming down to Skandashram, what happened mean for the first time I went, no, that time I fell down, okay. I fell down, okay. I fell down, but that kind person really, even though I fell down, from the hill, not from the hill, from the step of this Kandashram, that person safely take care of me a lot, and finally I reached the Ramanashram place. Okay, so this is my experience of first experience of going Skandashram. Okay, so what I am saying means, so at that time also, to God form, one person came and take care of me a lot. So likewise, Swami Ramdas Guruji went up to the hill by Ram grace. Finally, reached down with Lord Ram bless. Okay, so that's why I shall explain. Okay, so it was a memorable moment in this Kandashram. I don't know what's the person name now, because I think in 1 year or 2 years back I went. That was my first visit of Kandashram. That's why I shared the incident, because when I initially go alone without stick, okay, because Kandashram and that, we have to go and walk by stick, okay. It's not like a road. It was the part of the ways are like Velangiri Hills you all go now in Coimbatore. The same way it will be like this, okay. But not like that. Don't compare the Velangiri and Skandashram. Skandashram the steps are very less, but in the Velangiri the steps are very more, okay. Okay. So what happened means, that time I felt really happy to reach Kandashram and down to Kandashram. First time I went, I fell down, okay. Second time I went, while eating I didn't fall down, I think so, okay. Third time I went, okay. And that time also I didn't fall down, okay. So that was really a wonderful moment of journey, traveling to Skandashram. So that's why the same way, while the form of God, the person came and he'll take care of me a lot, okay, while going up to this Skandashram and while down to this Skandashram. The same way, Lord Ram makes Swami Ramdas Guruji my journey of Himalaya successful, and watch Swami Ramdas Guruji safely reached to the Kedarnath city. Okay, so it took 5 hours to accomplish this incident. Okay, the height of the hill might have been over a mile. The height of the hill has been over a mile. Okay, going to the source of the river Mandakani, which starts at this place. While the snow melts and flowed down, he took his bath. The water was, of course, very cold, but what cold can affect him when Ram protects. What a fantastic moment, no? Okay. So if you take very cold bath, we all feel some shivering, but Swami Ramdas Guruji never feel like that, okay. He always told, when Ram is protects, what is a cold, even Swami Ramdas Guruji take care about in a very cold water in Kerala, okay. In Kerala there is a temple, some shop and resident. They stay on the advice of Ram Kinkar, travel onwards. After listening For some miles, the pilgrims command to walk up under chains of mountains. Okay. In Kedarnath, what happened means finally Swami Amdas Guru come down. Okay. Came down and the temple is there. Near the temple, the shops and the residents are there. Okay. So they stay. They stay on the Ram Kinkar travel onwards. Okay, Ram Kinkar was travel and some of the pilgrims planned to go another trip of mountains. Okay, so after descending of some miles, the pilgrims commenced to walk up another chain of mountains. Okay, already Ram Kinkar was very tired in the initial climb of mountains. Now the pilgrims again plan to travel and walk on the climb of mountains. Okay, a year and a year again they climb. So in the first initial days, Swami Amdas Guru only travel in a year of climb. Okay, Ram Kinkar was refused to travel there, accompany there. So now the another incident, another Himalayan climb mountain, this was planned and executed in that. Okay. Again, glorious enchanting landscapes and scenes met their eyes. At the foot of the hill, they came upon a resting place where there was a small dam called Gaurikund. Okay, so and when they reached it on the some other place of the tank, so some other place of the rest place room. Okay, not resting place. Okay, where. In the Tirupati and all you saw no, while walking of the devotees, they take rest in one room, no, one common room, no. The same way, whoever travel by walk on the top of the hill, there's a resting place called, resting place is there. So in that place, the tank, small tank is called that, it's called Gaurikand. Okay. Wherein hot water to a spring is collected. So in that resting place, the hot water is available. There was also another tank in which the water was yellow in color. From that, he and Ram Kinkar started on upward journey. Miles and miles of ascent was traveled. Okay. So another place also that in that place, what happened when the water was yellow. Water was in yellow in color. From that place onwards, Ram Kinkar and Swami Amdas Guru started the Himalayan journey up and up. Okay, upward journey. Okay, the path now was so bad that which led to Kedarnath. So like Kedarnath, the path also looks very bad. Okay, so that's why Swami Amdas Guru also went. Okay, for days and days they walked on and last near a place called Badrinath or Badrinath. Okay. Kedarnath, Badrinath. Okay. Nearby only. Okay. So finally they reached a place called Badrinath or Badrinath. While they were yet about half a mile from the place, they sat down on the path and looked at the Badrinath mountains. Okay. The sight was bewitching. Okay. What happened means, after that reaching the place, Swami Amdas Guru and Ram Kinkar was sad, and they looked at the Badrinath mountain. That looks very magnificent. So these are the things happened. The remaining paragraph will come down at satsang on another day. So Swami Amdas Guru's modern journey was very awesome, because today Lord Ram grace Swami Amdas Guru reached the high upward hilltop of the mountains. Okay, so remaining paragraph will come on any other day. Thank you. Hari Om. Enjoy it. Happy good night to all of us. Happy good night to all of us. Happy good night to all of us.